You know that little voice in your head that pops up when you're about to try something new? The one that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You're going to mess this up." That's your inner critic. We all have one. Sometimes it's just a quiet nudge. Other times it feels like a full-blown internal attack squad. But here's the twist. It's not always the villain we think it is. Let's start with the negative side. The inner critic can be brutal. It tends to show up when you're already feeling vulnerable, like before a job interview, a presentation, or even posting something online. It can paralyze you with self-doubt, replay your past mistakes on loop, and convince you that you're not smart, attractive, capable, or worthy enough. Over time, this kind of thinking chips away at your self-esteem. You stop taking risks, avoid new experiences, and settle for less than you deserve. Not because you're incapable, but because that voice keeps telling you that you are. The worst part? It's sneaky. You might not even realize it's happening. You might think, "I'm just being realistic," when actually you're selling yourself short because of years of internalized criticism. Left unchecked, the inner critic can lead to anxiety, depression, perfectionism, and even imposter syndrome. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not all bad. Believe it or not, your inner critic can also be a secret motivator. That voice usually comes from a place of wanting to protect you. It tries to keep you from embarrassment, failure, or disappointment. In moderation, it can help you prepare better, stay humble, or reflect on areas where you genuinely need to grow. For instance, if your inner critic says, "You're not ready for that big presentation," and you respond by practicing harder and improving your skills, that's a win. It can also keep your ego in check. Without any inner critic at all, we might overestimate our abilities or ignore helpful feedback. The key is balance, learning to hear the message without letting it control the narrative. So how do you manage this tricky voice? One helpful approach is to personify it. Give your inner critic a name. Imagine them as a tiny character sitting on your shoulder. When they start getting loud, talk back. Say, "Thanks for your opinion, Steve, but I've got this." Sounds silly, but it helps you separate that voice from your actual identity. Another trick? Flip the script. Turn criticism into curiosity. Instead of, "I can't do this," ask, "Why do I feel that way? What's really stopping me?" This gives you a chance to grow instead of shutting down. In the end, your inner critic isn't your enemy. It's more like a misguided friend. When you understand it and learn to keep it in check, it can actually help you grow into a more thoughtful, self-aware, and resilient version of yourself.